right, so to start these patterns and sequences off, I've got one here, again, in the key of E minor or G major, depending on how you're looking at it. And please remember, as we learn these, at any time, you can slip out of one of these patterns or sequences that I'm doing and create something else, or you can shorten them. And that's something I'm going to show you while I'm showing you each one of these ideas. So what I'm doing here is I'm starting off with an E minor, but then I'm throwing in this note right here, which would be considered the 9th. And then I'm heading over and adding in this note right here, which is the 8th fret. If you know anything about your theory, that would be the minor 3rd. So I'm trying to play more intervallically, and oftentimes with these patterns, that's exactly what you're going to find me and a lot of other players doing, just because it shakes up the monotony of going when we play all the time. So as I go up, so I'm going from 8 to 12, and then I'm going to do a pull off back to the 8, and then I'm going to play the 10 and do a hammer on to 12. Now again, if you'd rather pick something or do a legato hammer on pull off where I'm not, do not feel bad about that. Please find what works best for you. That's the most important thing. Now right there, what I'm going to head over and do is 11 on the 3rd string, 10, and then all the way down to 7. So it's a little bit of a stretch. You'll see I'm using my 3rd, my middle, and my 1st finger. And then I'm heading all the way up to the 12th fret here. And then I'm going to slide up to the 14th fret, do a pull off to 10. Okay, and then I'm going to go to 12 and 11. I'm doing a pull off right there. So right there, what I'm technically doing is a B minor arpeggio over this E minor chord. Now again, all of this stuff can translate over a G as well, just so you understand. So E minor and G are in the same key if you know anything about your theory, okay? But in my head, I'm thinking of this more from the idea of E minor here. And then right there, I'm going to slide up from 11 to 12, head over to 16, 15, 12, and then 15. So I have. Okay, and I'm ending on the note G, which should fit just fine over that E, or of course, over that G. It'd fit either way, so. Now, the beauty of these are at any time, what you can learn how to do is simply take a sequence and then do your own thing from there. So you don't have to play the whole pattern. And that's something that was very important to me when I was younger that I learned, is that when I'm learning ideas from people, I take elements that I see as being most important that I can use in my playing. So you might take something like just, this, and just use that in your playing. And then do whatever you want from there. So that whole thing exists, but understand that at any time you can clip it and just use a segment of it. And as you learn more of these patterns and sequences we're going to be talking about here, you might clip out of one into another one. That's kind of the whole point, is if you think about it, you're moving from the 7th fret here all the way up to the 15th fret. And there's a lot of 12th fret and stuff like that in there too. So if you think about it strategically, you could be coming off of an idea into a different motion across the fretboard. Into something else. So as we learn these, you're going to really start seeing that they really are, and if you watch my playing, I use this stuff all the time. But I won't always play entire patterns of these things. I'll just take little pieces and connect them together as I move around the fretboard. So that's the first one for you.